Hey, how you doing? If you've ever got value from my videos on this channel, if they've ever helped you solve a problem, implement an idea, then I would be grateful if you'd give me 3 minutes just to hear me out real quick. I rarely ever mention Service Autopilot. I'm very proud of Service Autopilot. I'm the co-founder of that company. If you don't know what it is, it's software to run your business. We now have a two-way integration with QuickBooks. We were one of the very first companies to have a two-way integration with QuickBooks Desktop, but we now have an integration with their online system. We're a little late to the game. There are a whole lot of our competitors that have a sync. Ours is different, and it's why we're late to the game. Ours is a two-way sync. So 2 goals here. 1, I want to tell you we have it. So if you've ever been waiting or you joined Service Autopilot and you left because we didn't have it, we now have it. And we have over 100 companies using it. It works great. Now I want to tell you why it matters. Almost every one of our competitors has a QuickBooks Online sync. It could be that they're importing a file. It could be that they're doing a one-way sync. Let me tell you why a two-way sync matters if you've never thought about this. So when I started my company, my lawn care company, back in 2005, I bought a desktop solution that I still think was one of the best solutions at the time. And they had a great QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop sync. The problem was it was a one-way sync. So that meant that in my software, my account balances of what my clients owed me never matched what QuickBooks said. And almost every single system in the marketplace has this problem, meaning that your invoices, your payments, your account balances don't always perfectly match. If they ever get off even once, then you can never trust your business software system. You always have to go back to QuickBooks. This is a problem for a whole lot of reasons. So we do a two-way sync. What that means is all your payments, credits, invoices, refunds, clients, a whole bunch of other stuff is synced both directions. You add something in Service Autopilot, it goes to QuickBooks. You update it, change it, add something in QuickBooks, it comes to Service Autopilot. They're always perfectly synced. So if Miss Smith has a $1,042 balance in QuickBooks, she has a $1,042 balance in Service Autopilot. This is huge because then you only need to have 1 or 2 people inside QuickBooks and you can lock everyone else out. Or when Miss Smith calls and says, hey, what's my balance? She doesn't have to wait for 6 hours or till tomorrow for somebody authorized to be in QuickBooks to call her back. Your team, using permissions, can give her that answer, charge the credit card, send her another copy of the invoice, all from Service Autopilot. So it massively ups customer service. It adds a level of security because only 1 or 2 or a few core people even need access to QuickBooks. Everything else the rest of the team could possibly need is given to them inside Service Autopilot. It means a whole lot less data entry, which means a whole lot fewer mistakes, higher level of security. And then think about one of the biggest problems in business. You become the bottleneck. You have to answer the accounting question. You have to research the accounting question. You have to send the invoice. You have to charge the credit card, or someone on your team has to do these things. They become a bottleneck. When you give your team the ability to do these things in the solution because there's a two-way sync, and I gave you one example, I'm barely scratching the surface, now they can do those jobs. That's off your plate. Never have to do it again. You've delegated it. They've taken it over, higher level of service, and you're out of the loop. It's one more job, one more hat that you've been wearing that you're able to hand off to somebody else, and you're now free to move on to bigger things to grow the company. So whether we're the solution or not, when you're looking for a software solution that syncs with QuickBooks, you want it to be a two-way sync. That means it has to two-way sync sales tax, payments, credits, refunds, invoices, your clients, your services, your products, all of that stuff. And I could keep going. If it doesn't two-way sync those things, it's not really a two-way sync. If it's not really a two-way sync, then you're not really getting the very best solution. Thanks a lot.